If you want to take your ads international so that you can reach more people and potentially even find higher ROIs from your ads, then this exact video is going to be the entire process that you're going to need. And so before I actually show you specifically how to do this in the dashboard, I just want to come back to the Shoney 255 method here, and I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to be doing in the dashboard so you can make complete sense of this. So when we want to take ads international, this is the big mistake that everybody makes. They come into the ad sets. This is the audiences. Let me just recap the Shoney 255 method for a second, just so that if I'm not making any assumptions of what you do and don't know. With the Shoney 255 method, we have two campaigns, one warm campaign, one cold campaign. People who know who you are and people who do not know who you are. Second thing here, in each of these campaigns, we have 5 different ad sets. For easiness of understanding, this is the audiences, who is actually going to get to see your ads. And then number 3 here is 5 different ads, okay? So we have different images, videos, etc. Basically what people see in their newsfeed. The annoying ads that you see from me, that's all those ones right there, okay? And so with these, this is where everybody gets it wrong. When they want to take their ads international, what they think they're supposed to do is come into a successful campaign. Let's just say that you're running a cold campaign to the UK and Ireland, okay? You're a UK-based coach and you mainly sell to the UK and Ireland, so you rightly started your ad campaign where you sell the most amount of your product, okay? However, what most people do when they've got a successful campaign, they say, I want to try out the US market, I want to target Canada, I want to go for New Zealand, I want to go for Australia, I want to go for Singapore, I want to go for Switzerland. There's many different niches that work in different places. However, what they tend to do is they take a successful campaign here. That's the only reason you would really be going and looking internationally, is if you're already successful with the campaign in the place where you already acquire the most clients. What they do is they take their 5 audiences here that are already working really well, and actually I can't use a green for this, I'm going to have to use a red for this to make a very valid point, is they add in a 6th ad set to this campaign and they target the USA, for instance. And what you end up with is your successful campaign being at the risk of breaking because the ad budget is going to go and filter into testing this audience right here, okay? So it skews your data, it's hard to see the data, what's working and what's not, and it can break a working campaign. What you want to do instead is actually just duplicate the campaign itself, okay? And instead of adding a 6th ad set, you want to go into ad set number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you simply want to change the location, okay? Now, you may have to do one other thing, and I'm going to show you in the dashboard very quickly how to do this, just to keep it really, really simple for you. But another big thing to point out here, and this is really, really important, is that albeit that I've had lots of clients where they duplicate their campaign for the UK, they test out, let's say, the US market, they follow this system that I've just shared with you right here, they can sometimes end up in a position where it just doesn't perform that well in the new location. In other cases, it flies out the gates right away and sometimes beats their original ads. If it doesn't work initially, you need to question, is your creative right for the audience? Now, just as an example here, I have a campaign for our lead magnet, our free course. It's about 40 or 50% of my ad spend in most months. It works amazingly well in the UK and Ireland, okay? And when I ran the same campaign in the US, it originally didn't work, okay? What I did find was that the images and the videos that I was using for the UK market ended up being the very thing that didn't work for the US. I had to use different imagery for the US for the exact same lead magnet. And by the way, with the exact same copy. The only thing I needed to change was the images and the videos. And so when I went with the idea of, okay, the US market, some of the things that you put out in front of the US market, if you put it out in the UK, you'd end up with a pretty brutal comment section. And some of the things you put out in the opposite market wouldn't go down too well either. It wouldn't be a brutal comment section in the US, but it would be almost like you wouldn't get leads from it, okay? And so I had to be very strategic with the type of content I was putting out for each market. If I think about Simon, our client, who was running in the UK and Ireland specifically, and one of his big reasons, he was already doing like 40, 50K a month when he came to us. One of the big reasons that he came to us is because one of his friends had worked with us and we had taken his ads international really, really successfully. one of the things that we did with him was just duplicated the campaign. We didn't change anything. We didn't change the audiences other than the location, and we didn't change anything with the ads themselves. And guess what? It massively outperformed the UK market. The cost per lead, the ROIs, no changes needed to occur, okay? So there's a few variables there. I just wanted to point them out to you before we go back to the dashboard and I show you how to quickly set this up, because it takes seconds. Okay, so we're in the ads dashboard now, and I'm just gonna quickly show you how simple this is to go through the duplication process and to test out ads internationally. So this is just an example here inside an example ad account where we have a lead magnet campaign like I used as the example before, and through the Shoney 255 method we have the cold campaign and we have the warm campaign. You don't have to do anything with the warm campaign here, because this is another tip, it wasn't part of the video, but the warm campaign should be international anyway. If we're taking into account the people who are most likely to inquire, to go through your lead magnet, to book a call, to show up to the call, to become a client on the other side, your warm campaign, you don't want to limit it only to, for instance, the UK. You want to open it up worldwide. Of course, if you have some warm audiences that maybe some ads have caught fire in a country in which you've never sold to before, and it's very unlikely that you will, you can exclude those locations versus having to be super pinpoint with where the ads are running. So the warm campaign should actually be international already. It's the cold campaign that we're doing this with. So with the example I just did on the whiteboard there, we were looking at cold campaigns, and this is how simple it is. This cold campaign is set up for the UK and Ireland, I believe, from the time when I actually created it. So all you're gonna do is you're just gonna duplicate the campaign here, okay? And so this right here, first of all, anything that they ask you, do you want to do, other than show existing reactions, comments, and shares on new ads, you actually do want to do that. But you want to, if they say, do you want to use Advantage Plus audiences or anything like that, and then they tell you that potential outcome is this based on our experiment, you hover over it and it'll probably tell you it's based upon like 3 advertisers or something stupid like that. Don't do it, right? Turn those things off so that you are in control of your ads. It makes such a huge difference, okay? So for beneficiary, I'll just put in Shoney. Okay, and so once you've actually named the campaign, then it's really simple. You're just going to come over to the first ad set. So you're going to have 5 ad sets in there already. If you're running the Shoney 2x5 method, you're just going to come into the first ad set there, and then you're going to scroll down to where you have your locations. So as part of a previous video, I was targeting a very specific part of Glasgow, or just outside Glasgow, Bishopbriggs. So let's just say that this was already selected as United Kingdom, okay? And that's what is for every single one of your ad sets. Well, it's so simple. When you have your duplication, you're just gonna go into each of these ad sets individually, and you're gonna change one thing. You're gonna take out the location, and you're gonna type in, for instance, United States. And then from there, you're gonna change nothing else. Every single piece of that campaign is gonna stay the same. The age range is gonna stay the same. The gender is gonna stay the same. Detailed targeting is gonna stay the same. The ads themselves are all pulled through. So when I said that this was gonna be a quick way of testing out new international audiences to see if there's opportunity for you there, it really is this simple. You're gonna just hit publish on this, and then you're gonna go into ad set number 2, and you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna change the location here to the United States, and then you're gonna hit publish, and you're gonna do it on the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th ad set. You're gonna be done. The campaign's gonna be running. And you've literally done this in all of about 2 minutes. It's really, really quick. It's really, really simple. If there was anything else that I could point out to you here, it's probably coming back to the budget. Let's just say that you were spending like this £100 per day on your cold campaign for the UK. You'd probably start this down at like 10, 15, or £20 per day as a test campaign. You wouldn't just have the assumption that, hey, this works really well in the UK, so let's just go really bullish and do £100 per day in the US. You would start small, prove the process that it works in the US, and then you would start the original scaling process from there. And we have videos on this YouTube channel that go through exactly how to scale vertically and horizontally, and you would go through that step-by-step process for scaling once you have proven the process. So stay small, optimize before you go through the scaling process, and then, hey, you might just have found a location that is actually a higher performer than where you have been running ads for years up until now. If this has been valuable to you, as always, do the YouTube malark, like, comment if you're a really great human, subscribe if you're even better, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.